Hello, everybody. How are we doing tonight? It is 6:53 on Thursday. Wow, where are we? It is Thursday, May 30th. We're almost to June. We are almost to June. I cannot believe it. I'm just going to give it a minute to see if anybody is around, just so I can see if this is working properly, because this is only the second time that I have done this. So hopefully everything is working. Yeah. Let's just, sorry, I'm watching the timer just to see what's going on over here. Okay. Sorry if you're catching this on Friday or Saturday or some other day, and you're watching me just talk to myself here for a minute. I apologize. This is only the second time that I have done this, so please bear with me. Hello, Vanessa. Can you hear me? You can hear me okay? Hi, Donna. So happy to see you. Thank you guys so much for being here. Wow, I'm thrilled. There's actually two people here. I wasn't even expecting one. I was just going to get started. So thank you both so much. Oh, thank you. Hi, M. Marlowe. So nice of you guys to be here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Wow, that's awesome. So, I'm just gonna jump right into it, and I'm curious if this is just me or if anybody else out there. So if any of you guys are currently taking a GLP-1, oh, thank you so much, Donna. If anybody else is currently taking a GLP-1, just give me a thumbs up or, like a little wave or something. I'm curious if any of y'all are on any of these meds with me right now or not, because I'm kind of curious. Am I the only one who occasionally, thank you, Donna, who occasionally forgets that that we're doing this whole thing? And I know that, like, I put these videos out and I talk to you guys. Awesome, Vanessa, thank you. I'm talking to you guys and I'm putting these videos out, so obviously it's at the forefront of my mind all the time, right? I'm sorry if there's a little bit of a delay. I'm not sure if, like, I see it, but I don't know if you guys are seeing that as well. So do any of you guys, like, go out and do something and all of a sudden it's like you're completely oblivious to the fact that, you're taking this medication, which for me just kind of blows my mind that, like, here I am for 3 months and I've done, I don't even know what it's like 60 videos or something, just talking about this constantly. Like, how the heck can I forget this? So today I had a funeral, a very close family friend. He was 90, God bless him. So he lived the most amazing life. So, it was a celebration. So we go to the funeral and then we go to a luncheon. So my son was with me. He's my plus one. The gentleman who we lost is my dad's best friend, but ironically, his daughter is one of my best friends. We've been friends since grade school. So I'm there to support my best friend. So she comes over, she comes to the table, and her dad was just the life of the party kind of guy, as is she. And she tells us the bar is open, we're gonna do some drinks. And that was just them. So instinctively, what do? I get up, I go with it to the bar, I order a drink, I come back, take a sip, put it on the table. I go with my son to the buffet line. As some of you might know, my son had broken his arm last month, or is it this month? Last month. He had surgery, so he's out of a cast and he's in a brace now. And I make him his plate, help him with his stuff. I go back and I get my plate of food. Yeah, probably, Donna. So This week I was Monday. So, I'm right kind of there. So I go to the buffet line and um so this is like a long story, but anyway, this Saturday we were actually planning a 90th birthday party for this gentleman. And it was going to be a clam boil. And when we do these parties at their house, the husband always makes like chowder and clam cakes, and we have a clam boil, and it's a whole New England thing. And they had chowder and clam cakes. And if anybody's not from New England, you're probably like, what are you talking about? But chowder and clam cakes is a huge New England thing. It's one of my favorites. I love chowder. So we go through the line. I get a cup. It's a bowl, but it's really like a cup of chowder. I get 2 clam cakes, and I had a turkey wrap. Like, it was just a little turkey cheese wrap. And I go back to my seat. So now I proceed to take a couple of sips of Malibu and pineapple, and I have some clam cakes. The clam cakes were phenomenal. And I eat a little bit of this chowder. And I'm maybe like 15 minutes in, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I did it again. I ordered a drink. We know how well that goes for me, right? Like, alcohol just does not agree with me on this medication. It fills me up instantly. So I've drank about like this much, and I'm like, oh shoot. Like, don't, luckily they were very small. I'm like, don't eat any more of this. So I had some of the chowder. I did eat the 2 clam cakes. They were really good, but they weren't huge. They were small. So I had the 2 clam cakes. I ate the turkey. I ate a little bit of the chowder. It was a bowl, but it was really more of a cup in a bowl. So I maybe had like a half a cup of chowder. I was more dipping the clam cakes in it. And then there was dessert. So I had gotten a carrot cake. So, if you're at like a buffet like that, they're like the little individual, they were cut like this. So I had maybe half of the carrot cake, and then there was like a chocolate cheesecake thing. Luckily, it was too sweet. It was more like bitter, the cocoa. So I only had like a few bites of that. But let me tell you, that was about 1:30. It's 7 o'clock. I am still extremely full. I feel like absolute ass. Like, I just feel gross. I know. Like, how stupid can I be, right, Donna? Like, I just did this a couple of weeks ago. Luckily, this wasn't as bad, because the drinks were small and I didn't finish it because about, like I said, like halfway through, I was like, crap, what am I doing? And it was instinct. You're out, you're doing these things, and it didn't even dawn on me. And I actually wasn't even like fully aware of like what I was doing until I was at the dessert portion, and I had gone with my brother's girlfriend. And if you're watching this later, hi Sabrina. And she also is taking, a GLP1. And, then we started talking about it. She's like, you look so good, and she watches the videos. So thank you so much, honey. And then all of a sudden I was like aware of it, and I was like, crap. Okay, I'll get carrot cake because that's healthier. But I was like this whole time, and I wasn't even, hi Monique. I wasn't even thinking about it. And it just, later on, it's all I thought of the whole way home. I was like, it's so bizarre to me how clearly this is in the forefront of my mind all the time, right? Like, I'm writing ideas for videos, I'm answering your comments all the time, I'm reading what's going on, and then I go out in public and I'm like a 6-year-old, and I have like no concept of what's going on around me. So you're more hungry right now, Lee. Yeah. So, and it's funny because it's not that I get full. It's weird and I really, really think it's the alcohol, to be honest with you. I'm glad you think it's funny, Donna. Yeah, people don't listen to what I do. Like, do the opposite of whatever I say or do, obviously, because I know these things. So it just kind of blows my mind that like I've done this multiple times, but I I mean, it's good and it's bad because I'm happy that it's not like, "Oh my god, I'm thinking about this all the time." But yet, I mean, I kinda am because I talk about it, I'm talking to you guys, all the time. Like, how the hell did I forget yet again? And I just ordered a drink. And I'm like, it's not like I was a big alcohol drinker before. I'm just a social drinker when I go out. And this wasn't like this was a Friday night or a Saturday night. Like, it's Thursday. This was a luncheon. And it just was the first thing I did. So I definitely think it's the alcohol that makes me full specifically. Um, as soon and it's got to just be the way that it sits. You know, if you're taking a GLP-1 and the whole object is to have the medication like make you feel fuller longer because it's sitting in your stomach before being digested, that alcohol must just sit there. And I don't drink beer or wine. So I only drink rum. So it's sweet too, right? So you know, it's harder alcohol and it's a sweeter alcohol. So it's just sitting in my stomach. And I did eat the 2 clam cakes, so that's fried. And then the chowder, I mean, in total, I probably had like 4 bites of it because I was more just like dipping the clam cakes in it. And then I did kind of force myself to eat the turkey wrap because I needed some protein. Um, but yeah, so I was just curious, like, is anybody else just like kind of almost like black out? Like, I don't know. It's just kind of strange to me that, you know, here we are 90 days in and I just feel like I totally forget about it sometimes. So I don't know. I was just curious if I was the only one but I'm paying for it now. So I'll definitely remember, which then kind of stinks because, I mean, it's funny, Donna, I'm not 100% sure. So I put it in my tracker, but you know, I don't know the exact amounts that I was eating. So when I put it in for today, it actually comes up, my if I put it in the way I put it in, so the chowder, I put it in as a cup because I just don't know. So it comes out at 296 calories. The wrap comes out at about 143 because it was like a third of a wrap. The carrot cake, I have it in as 80 because I put in like a third of a piece because like I said, it was just like one of those little petite, you know, buffet kind of things. The Malibu, the chocolate cheesecake, I put it in for like an ounce. The pineapple juice, the clam cakes were the killer. Those are coming in around 500 calories. So I am still currently, so the way that I have my app, and I'll show you guys, so I'm using my net diary. So you guys I don't know if you can see any of that actually. There we go. So this is what I currently have. No, probably not. So my budget for the day would be 1258 is how mine comes out. So with this today, it actually has me at 1427 because I had my coffee this morning with some protein shake in it, which was probably actually less than that because it's in there at 174 calories. But that's at having, let's see, 7 ounces of my protein shake. And I don't think I did. I probably had like 4 ounces of that this morning because I didn't even drink a whole coffee. And then I spilt half of it in my car when I dropped off my son at school this morning. So yeah, this is around 1400 and my calorie deficit, my calorie budget is about 12. So I don't know. We'll see. Well, I'll let you know tomorrow because that's always the killer, especially. But I haven't really consumed anything since 2 o'clock. I made dinner for my husband and my son, and I have no desire to eat anything. So we'll see. But I definitely didn't get in any protein really today. So that brings me to something else. So I wanted to quickly, I have my notes, but I'm like all over the place. So I did want to quickly talk about the protein situation. So in a video the other day, I was talking about how I didn't think that the side effects were related to the medication. And when I was talking about that, sometimes I just start talking and I talk and talk and talk and talk. I didn't mean, and I wasn't saying that none of the side effects are from the drug itself. That wasn't what I was trying to say at all. And somebody did call me out on it. And thank you, because when I do say things incorrectly, I want people to, make sure that I'm accurate with everything. And sometimes I talk and I say things. So when I was talking about the side effects, I didn't mean that there's no side effects from the medication and that everything was just from food. That wasn't what I meant at all. And I'm sorry if that's the way I said it. So when I was talking about that, I was specifically talking about stomach issues like today. So this is a good example. So these types of issues, really that like indigestion-y, heartburny, feeling of like full and just like really bloated, that I truly believe is related specifically to food and the wrong choices of food and or alcohol for me personally. Other things like the nausea, dizziness, diarrhea, constipation, all of that 100% is from the drug itself. Now, let's just talk about the muscle loss for a minute, because I was talking about the protein and not getting in my protein. Muscle loss, again, in my opinion, and from everything that I've read and from talking to my doctor, muscle loss specifically is not a side effect of the medication. It is a side effect of rapid weight loss. Okay. And that is why it's important to be eating protein to kind of help deflect that, along with some exercise. Currently, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys. If I get 90 grams of protein a day, that's huge for me. That's like a good day. And that was the day before yesterday with the chicken sandwiches. That was a high protein day for me. And that was 90. 70 to 80 is probably more realistic. And that's really me tracking it and trying to put the protein in. That being said, on my handy dandy apps, it's really hard, Donna. It's really, really, really hard. So I also have the Renfo scale, and I think I showed you guys the app for that a long, long time ago. So I don't know if you guys can see what it looks like on here. Maybe not. So I have the Renfo app. I use the Renfo scale and then it goes directly to my app. So if I pull that up, it gives me like all of my info for the day. So it gives me my weight, it gives me the BMI, it gives me the body fat. Well, it also has a muscle mass. So I am actually up 0.2% in muscle than I was when I originally started. I don't really understand how any of that works. If I am weighing on like a magical little digital scale and it's magically going to my phone, I don't comprehend all of that scientific part of it on how it's telling me my muscle mass and my bone mass and my BMI. I'm not really sure. I haven't done a lot of research on that. But according to my handy dandy scale, I mean, my handy dandy app from my scale, it's telling me that my muscle mass is still over 90%. So it was originally, hold on. So my muscle mass when I started was 90. No, when I started, it was 88.2 and it's currently 91.2. So my muscle mass has gone up. I don't know if any of this is scientifically, clinically accurate. This is also something that I'll check with my doctor. So I am seeing my doctor in July. So we'll kind of see what the deal with that is. I don't know. I just cannot wrap my head around how, if I'm getting on something and you're telling me how much I weigh, how you know anything else, or how the little magical piece of technology on my floor knows anything else. That's kind of weird to me, but I will ask my doctor when I see her. I am excited to see my blood work. So I have an appointment the last week of July. I think I will call my doctor the week before and ask her if she can schedule my labs before I go so that we can actually go over them face to face. Because I'm very curious to see. So if anybody here doesn't know, or if you're watching this later, or if you're new, um, I am have been diagnosed with CKD, which is chronic kidney disease. I've mentioned that a couple of times. And there's a lot of research being done currently for a lot of different things, but CKD specifically is one that there is a study currently being done about, and the effects that GLP1s have on CKD. So I am currently between a stage 3, stage 4. So my labs, she was telling me I was stage 4 CKD, but on my results from my last ultrasound, it says that I'm a stage 3 kidney disease. So she was like, "Well, you're kind of between there. As long as we can keep you not going past 4, I guess that's the goal." Um, but I'm very curious to see what the labs show, and then if she orders another ultrasound or not, to see if there's any changes with my kidneys as far as the medication goes. So, my annuals in 2 weeks. Yeah, that is a big concern, Lee. Because I do know, so I know someone else who is taking Ozempic, I believe, and their labs are all good now, and they're not considered obese anymore. They're considered overweight, but I believe they're still currently getting it. I am really, really hopeful that over the course of the next year, things will change and the insurance companies will realize that these medications are extremely, extremely helpful for so many more things. And there's so many studies being done currently. Like I said, I know that this kidney disease study, yeah, so you're just under now, right? Wow, yeah, that's it's scary. Does anyone here get this? So Donna's asking if anyone gets the sulfur burps. Um, I personally have not. There's a Facebook group that I belong to that I have seen a lot of people say that. I don't know specifically if these will help, but I know I've showed you guys these before. I love these. It's so different being on live than on my camera. So these are from Walmart, and these are the antacid chews. So I think there's one left in here I can show you. They're like a little chewy. So these have been my favorite you see I have one left. These are my favorite antacids. So I don't know if you want to try like something like that first, or if anybody else yeah, the no fried and no spicy food, definitely. Yeah, I don't know. Is it only when you eat certain stuff, Donna, or is it all the time? Like, is it specifically from the medication you're thinking? Just occasionally. I don't know. And I'm kind of surprised that I don't, only because I'm allergic to sulfur. So when I saw sulfur burps, I was really scared because I was like, so is there sulfur in the medication? And apparently there's not specifically. But I was concerned about that because I'm allergic to sulfur, and I was curious, like, if I was going to have some type of a problem because of that. I cannot eat pizza, Donna. I didn't seem to have I don't have like an upset stomach from the clam cakes today. I just have this like full gross feeling when I eat the fried foods. Like I haven't been sick per se, but there's no part of me that wants to ingest anything else. Hi, Sharon. Um, but for some reason, I cannot eat pizza, which makes me really sad. It's actually my son and my husband's favorite food, and they both go every Sunday together for pizza. And I absolutely love pizza, and I cannot eat pizza. And that makes me really sad. You're taking a peptide as well. Hmm. Okay. So do you know, Lee, which GLP side effects specifically that it's supposed to help with? Is it more like the burps and the nausea and those types of things? Interesting. I haven't looked into any of the peptides yet. I've heard it's on the site. Okay, thank you, Lee. And yeah, maybe try one of the peptides, Donna, and see if that is any helpful at all. I haven't tried any of those types of things. And even the magnesium, I keep telling you guys, like I keep meaning to put the magnesium back into my daily routine, and I'm so bad with daily routines. Um, I'm telling you, if this medication was in pill form, I probably gained 5 pounds at this point. I am so bad with medication. So I am extremely grateful that it's in a shot, that I only have to do it once a week. And I have to be honest, I forgot last weekend. My son's birthday party was happening. So Saturday, I was cleaning the house all day. I was cooking. I was doing things. Totally forgot about it. And then Sunday was his birthday party. So I got up, got everything ready, started the food in the crock pots and everything. My grandson came over. So I just played with him. And then we had food. Totally forgot. And then once I get past 2 o'clock, I'm like, the hell with it. I'll just wait until the next day. I got a whole other day. So I went to Monday, and now I was like, ding it. I kind of wish I hadn't, because I prefer to have the extra suppression for the weekend. And now I'm at the beginning of the week. So I don't know. I might end up stretching again. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do, because I'm not thrilled. So originally I started on a Tuesday 3 months ago. And then after a little bit of time, I went to Wednesday, Thursday, trying to get towards the weekend. So I've pretty much done an entire cycle now at this point. But I've gained a couple of weeks by doing it that way, where I've stretched the medication out. So just know that you can stretch, if you're not having major side effects, or if you're not, if you're still losing regularly, you might be able to stretch, especially if you're still having trouble finding your medication. So who is been successful recently finding their medication? So Tuesday, I got a text message while I was at work, and I was completely shocked to get a text message that said, your 5 milligrams Zepbound is ready at Walmart. And I was like, wait, what? And I didn't believe it. So I actually went on the app, put in all my information, and double checked it. And sure enough, it said it was ready. And right after dinner that night, we needed some stuff for my son's science project. So we ran to Walmart, and I was like, it's really here? And it was. And it was 1 week. That was amazing, because the month before it was 7.5 or 8.5 weeks or something like that. So as I was checking out, the pharmacist saw me, and her name is Jen. She's fantastic at the Walmart near me. And she said, hi, how are you? And she recognized me, because she's been super sweet. And I talked to her, and I've told her that I have a channel, and, we talk about the shortage and stuff like that. So I talked to her for a minute, and I said, so did I just get lucky? What happened? Because the month before it took forever. And she said, I've been coming in early to work. So I guess the pharmacy opens at 8 o'clock. Well, wherever she's ordering, and I don't know if they order from Eli Lilly directly, or I assume it's like a middleman somewhere along the lines. So wherever it is that she's ordering from, sorry, I can't speak today. Wherever it is that she's ordering from, I guess they open at 7. And she said, she doesn't get to work till 8, and she's like never has any success. She said, so for the past month, she's been coming in early. So she goes in at 7:45. She gets right on the computer. And she said that morning she got on, and she was like, she said everything was in stock, and she just ordered as much as she could, and she got it. She got a ton. And I know when I had picked up last month, and it had been 7 or 8, however many weeks it had been, she had gotten, I think it was 15 boxes, and she still had people on a list that she still owed medication to. because their this particular Walmart, she was also doing a wait list. So that's something too to keep in mind. Like, call your stores, talk to your pharmacist, get to know them, be nice, be kind to them, and see if they have a wait list. I don't know that this is a thing everywhere, but this particular Walmart and this particular pharmacist did create a wait list, and they were able to look me up in the computer and knew I was number 9, I was number 10. They knew exactly where I was. So yours is still on orderly. They said it should be in next week. Okay. Yeah, and I don't know if it was you that I said this to in the comments last week or not, but even with the 2.5, if you take 2 of them and try to stretch it a little bit, or take 2 of them, if you can get the 2.5 and then put in your refill immediately for the 5, you might be able to take 2 of the 2 of the 2.5s to equal the 5 milligrams, and do like 8 or 9 days and get you through until that 5 milligrams gets there. Does that make sense? Yeah, so I've been seeing that a lot. You have double jars. Awesome. I did that. And I still have 2.5s for like a backup, because I had done that once. I have seen that. So CVS Caremark is no longer doing 3 months. So Lee is saying now Express Scripts are no longer. And I kind of think that that's going to be a thing, at least until we get through this shortage problem. I have seen a couple of other YouTubers put out some videos, probably like with a little bit more detail, because I don't do all of that research. I know that there's so many people out there that are doing it, and I don't want to bombard the internet with all of the same information. That's silly. There's no need to do that, especially when these people are doing a lot more research than I would be able to do. So I know that there's some great videos out there, some people who have, and they're keeping up with all of that stuff. So you can't find the 7.5. Donna, did you say that you were local to me? I don't know how local you are, how close to me you are. Are you in Massachusetts? I know that we had a conversation. So you might want to check, Donna. I know, Rhode Island is super, super close, but so the Walmart, I go to Walmart in Swansea, and she got a ton the other day. So maybe Walmart has been extremely successful recently. But I know the Walmart in Swansea, she's phenomenal. Jen is awesome. She'll do a wait list. So for the 20-minute ride, it might be, I would try it and see if you can get something there. Because I know Tuesday she got all the quantities, and the 5 and the 7.5 had been the ones that they were having a problem with. So yeah, call Jen, call Swansea. And if they don't have it in tomorrow, consider asking her, just ask her if she did get 7.5 on Tuesday, and then ask her if you can get put on the wait list, and maybe you can have your prescription transferred over there, because, it's not super, super far away. So I will definitely give it a try. Yeah, I don't know. The pizza makes me sad, Monique, because it's definitely, and it's an easy go-to, like I've had a lot of busy, we had the wake last night, and all these busy types of things. And pizza is obviously always an easy one to do, but unfortunately not so much for me right now. But I'll find other things. So I don't know who it came from, if it was one of you beautiful souls that are in here currently, but someone had suggested zucchini boats recently. So you guys know that I love zucchini. I put zucchini out there constantly. So someone had suggested zucchini boats, and I bought all the stuff, and I actually was going to make zucchini boats tonight. But then I'm still just not hungry at all. So I'm going to make them tomorrow. I already defrosted. So I'm going to use ground chicken. And I actually am going to do it. Of course, I can't do anything normal. So I have an idea already of how I'm going to do it. So I will be trying to um, film tomorrow as I'm doing that. I'm not super great right now. Cottage cheese chips. Did you make them? Did you make the chips with the cottage cheese, like spreading it out on a baking sheet? Is that what you did, um, Lee? Because I've seen people do like the cottage cheese wraps. No, what did you do? I'm curious because I haven't really found like that I'm loving the cottage cheese yet, but I know it would be a better option because of the protein. And I'm still trying to find like little snack ways to get the. So do you flatten it out? What do you do with the cottage cheese and the egg into the oven? Do you make it like a dough and flatten it somehow? Okay. I'll ask Alexa. Oop, shh. She's gonna come on. So yeah, so tomorrow I'm gonna do my zucchini boats and I will attempt to do a video if I can because it just gets wild as soon as dinner time happens. Like even now, I said I was going to do a video. I closed the door, and as soon as I even made like a little sign for my door now, and it says "Shh, I'm recording." The second I like close the door and put the sign up, I hear like footsteps towards the door. I hear people at the door. People in and out of the bathroom. I'm like, can I just have 20 minutes? And every single time I start to cook, that's when my son comes down to get a snack or wants to do some homework, or my husband walks in from the garage or from work, or my other son. That's every single time I turn the camera on, my middle son comes in the house. He's 23 and he laughs at me because he's like, "You're not recording a video doing food right now, are you?" And I'm like, leave me alone. And I think I've come to the conclusion where you guys are also amazing. And if nothing else, you all know that one thing I am not is fake. And I think I'm just going to have to be real with it and go with it. And if I'm recording and he walks in the freaking house, he either shuts up and lets me record, or you can come and join and be part of it. And we'll be some kind of reality show because I'm hoping I can get him on camera at some point because my middle and my oldest are just absolutely hysterical. My youngest has really no interest. He's still in school. Kids are not nice. But my older kids are just absolutely hysterical. And I think, yeah, 20 minutes, just give me a break. It doesn't usually happen. Actually, normally I try constantly to, when I'm doing my regular videos, like my goal in life is to get a video done where I sit down and can do an entire video. Because I don't know if anyone here does any type of YouTube. I'm looking as much as I can, but I don't know if anybody here has a channel or has ever done anything similar. But if I'm using my phone, it's very simple to do if I do it in one take and I can upload it directly to YouTube. If I'm doing video clips, like when I'm doing food and stuff like that, I then have to use another editing thing and I have to put them all together, and it just makes it much more complicated. So my goal all the time is like, I want to do a video and get it up today, but if I can do it in one take, then it's easy. Hello, how are you? Then I can do it super quick. And sure than shit, every single time I put the camera on and I'm 7 minutes in and I go in and I'm on a roll, my oldest calls every single time and I will decline. And he'll call me right back and I will decline. And then I'm like, I know he's just going to keep calling because he is just super needy. And I know that he doesn't watch either. So I can say that he is, but he's my baby. And now I can't ignore his calls because I didn't answer the first call when he had his car accident. So, mom life. Hi, Eva. How are you? Eva, was it you that had given me the zucchini boat idea? I feel like it might have been. because I was just talking zucchini boats with everyone here because that's going to be on the menu for tomorrow. I knew it. I knew it. So I've got my own little spin and my own idea. And if anyone has seen any of my other videos and something else that I've talked about, you might be able to figure it out. But my hope and my goal is to record that for you guys tomorrow so that this weekend you'll see that. So so I'm not going to spoil it. So watch for that to come out because hopefully I can get that recorded while I'm preparing it tomorrow. So I'm extremely yeah, the fluff, that one I have to look up again because your fluff recipe sounded better, Eva, than the one that I made that I had recorded for you guys. I didn't love it, but I also didn't measure anything. And when I ate it the first time, I was like, okay, it's not bad. But then I must not have liked it enough because it sat in my refrigerator and I never ate it. And I think it was because it was so thick when I made it. But I definitely want to try again. Thank you so much. Thank you, Donna. So I'm writing these things down. So I'm going to look up the fluff recipe. And then I will also keep you guys posted tomorrow with my zucchini boats because I'm actually super, super excited for those. So Donna, thank you so much. We hit 1,000 subscribers, guys, and it's all because of all of you. Thank you so, 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 so much. I don't really know what that means because I went on like my YouTube account today and nothing has really changed. So I'm not sure, like that's a whole other thing. You know, it's funny. I saw in a Facebook group, the South Park episode. I'm definitely going to do that. I have actually never watched South Park before, ever. I've never seen an episode of it. And I heard that it was hysterical. So I'm actually writing that down as well right now to do. Because yeah, I heard it was really, really, really funny. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I've never done that people can't believe. I've never had a Whopper or a Big Mac in my life, and I've never watched South Park or The Simpsons or The Office for that matter, but that's neither here nor there. So I just wanted to say thank you to all of you so, so, so much for all of your love and your support and your kindness and your encouragement obviously with my adventure and my journey, but also for my constant subscription requests and posts and everything. So we did it. And I'm super, super, super pumped to say that we did it in the goal. So today is May 30th and my goal was to get there by May 31st. So super, super excited for that. Thank you all so, so, so much. So, you know, I don't know what that means, but that is one tiny baby step closer to, where are we? Hawaii, closer to Hawaii. So that's super exciting to me. And every time my kids come in and roll their eyes at me and make fun of me, I tell them, when we're on a beach in Hawaii, you'll be laughing then, won't you? So who knows? It might take 7 years, but I don't care because the baby's a little itty bitty. Well, actually, he's not. He's almost a full 2 feet long at this point. He's so big. But, oh, you have another zucchini recipe, Eva? I'm all in. I'm all in. I could eat zucchini every single day. Absolutely love it. And I will be eating some zucchini tomorrow. So that is super exciting. Yeah, I think that was everything I had on my list. Oh, Mexican in your household, Eva? Yeah, we had Mexican. That's one thing that I can get my son to eat now. So we had chicken tacos for his birthday. And then we've kind of been eating chicken tacos all week because I made like 4 pounds of chicken and 4 pounds of ground beef. I actually just froze it yesterday and put the rest in the freezer. So that'll be like on the menu again. But I think my son had chicken tacos 3 nights for dinner this week. And he had a walk-in taco for lunch today. So yeah, I think he's probably going to be having like taco burps at this point, and rice as well. I love rice. Beans is one thing I've never really been able to get on board with. Oh, good for you, Donna. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for being here. Yeah, I don't want to keep you guys. The fact that you guys are here hanging out with me on a Thursday night for the past 45 minutes, I cannot express to you all how much this truly means to me. In my wildest dreams, obviously, hope and like I was praying and all the things to get to 1,000, just to kind of see if I could do it and to see if there really was a chance of monetizing this channel. And for anybody who's not familiar, that means once you're monetized, once you have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, which seemed astronomical to me, especially 2 months ago when I had like 2,000 watch hours and now there's like 50,000. That's crazy to me. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine, even if I was able to get to that 1,000 count, which seemed really far-fetched to me, that there would be hundreds of comments coming in daily and people here like Eva and Donna and Sandy and Allison and Jill and Monique and all of you, Lee, like communicating with me and talking to me and encouraging me and really building this community of people. It really, I can't, I never fathomed in a million years that this could be something like that. And I really, really, truly thank you all so much. I am able to be more open and honest and vulnerable with all of you than the people in my own household. And it just really, truly, it just makes me so happy. I thank you, Maria. Maria, I'm sorry I forgot you. You are on my list. You were right there the whole time. And Ann Ogden as well. But there's so many of you that that I feel like I communicate with, and I'm terrible with names, and that's why I was writing some of them down earlier. Oh, thank you, Lee. You guys are all so amazing, and I love your comments. Jennifer, thank you so much. I love your comments, and your love and support and encouragement means so much. So I think we're going to leave it with that. As I'm thinking like vacation in my mind, I'm literally like making notes of all these things. And my vacation is now in 7 weeks. So July 13th is my day. And I am still trying to figure out what I'm going to do as far as my shot, because I'm pretty convinced that I'm going to stop my shot at some point. I just don't know how far in advance. I know I'm not going to be going wild and crazy, and I won't be, drinking the way I normally would be drinking when I go on vacation, and obviously not eating the way that I would normally be eating and all of those types of things. But I'm trying to figure out. Okay, Eva. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. I'm excited for some extra zucchini coming at me. I love it. And it's zucchini season here in Massachusetts is like coming soon. So we get zucchini like constant, and so many like local people around grow it. My mom's neighbor, my mom just lives like 3 miles away. My parents' neighbor usually grows it, and she grows like these massive zucchinis. And I just love zucchini all summer long. And you saw my zucchini chips the other night. I love zucchini. So I wish I didn't have a black thumb and I could actually grow it, because I would just be eating zucchini every single day. But yeah, guys, I think that's going to do it. I don't want to keep you for any longer. I can't believe we've been on here for over 45 minutes. This was awesome. Maybe this will become a more regular thing. I was considering doing another Facebook group. Yes, zucchini pizza bites are phenomenal. Those I love. I don't know. Let me know if you guys can even like comment on the video later, or send me a message. So I was considering a separate Facebook group There's so many out there. So I don't know if it's really worthwhile or not, or if we should just like keep things here, or maybe do like a weekly or bi-weekly live. And then that way we can like hang out and chat. So let me know what you guys think. Should we do a separate Facebook group? Should we keep it meet here once a week, once a month, bi-weekly? Let me know what you guys are thinking, and we'll see what everybody says. Oh, no, Maria, thank you so much for being here. You can definitely, when I end it, I will publish it and you can go back and watch as we were just hanging out talking about the medication and my big mess up today yet again. But thank you guys so much for being here. If you are just finding us now, then please go and hit that subscribe button. Stick around for whatever shenanigans we can get into. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. That's awesome. I'm so glad you guys enjoyed it. You guys have really, really made my week. You've made my whole month. June's just looking like it's going to be phenomenal. I can't thank you all enough. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful night, and we will catch you real soon. Bye.